It's Catherine Falconer here, and bringing you the story of the cracked pot. It's actually a Chinese folktale, but I want to bring it from a Christian perspective. So we've just been going through the book of Acts in uh, Acts chapter 8, where the disciples been scattered. They were in Jerusalem, and because of persecution, they've been scattered. And Philip has been in Samaria, bringing the gospel. And one of the times when we remember Samaria is Jesus with the Samaritan woman at the well. And she's collecting water with pots. And we read this in John chapter 16. And he tells her about her life, about her brokenness, and he tells her he can give her living water that will never run dry. And as we think about the Samaritan woman at the well wanting living water, it just in my heart and my mind, I keep coming to the story of the cracked pot and thinking from a biblical leadership perspective or a missional perspective, or even from a counseling perspective, how this story can help us unpack some of the things that we read in the Bible. So, this cracked pot story. So, in all my times in missions, I often had to also collect water, or people helped me collect water from a well. It was often a long, dry path to get to the water pump or river or water hole, and you would collect the water in containers and then carry them back. And the path, if it was 30 minutes there and then 30 minutes back, it was a lot of hard work. And you certainly needed to have a container that would hold the water and bring all the water that you needed for cooking or washing or even drinking. So, from a Christian perspective, you want to be a pot that is whole, a pot that is perfect, a pot that brings all the water um, that the person carrying you is bringing. You want to serve them to your best. But sometimes in life, um, our pot is damaged and it doesn't come back that full journey being full. There's been a bit of spillage or maybe a lot of spillage, and sometimes we think at the end of the day, what did I do if what I was supposed to bring back was not full, it's half full or empty, half empty, and life just seems really hard, and yeah, we just feel we're not getting anywhere. Um, so, as we can see in various cultures all around the world, carrying of water is an essential part of life, and it's important that the pot is good and whole. But what happens if it's a cracked pot? Should it just be thrown away and discarded? Um, should it just be given up on? And Jesus never gave up with the woman at the well. She was broken. She had made mistakes, but he reached out to her and he brought her the message. And maybe sometimes in life we feel like a broken pot or a failure, or we exhausted and broken, whether it's something we've done wrong or whether it's just the way life is. Sometimes we might not feel like we can bring anything in service to God or to anyone or to our families. But I'm really encouraged by this story, this Chinese folk story, because from a Christian perspective, we must realize that we can't mend our own pots. Sometimes we need the help of the Holy Spirit. Most times we need God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit to work on our pots, to fix the hole, and sometimes it takes forever to fix the hole that's creating a leak. But we just need to pray to God and say, "Oh, you, Lord our Father, you are the potter, we are the clay, we are all the work of your hands." And I think that's an important perspective to have, whether you counseling someone or whether you're trying to lead people in the right way, that we're not all perfect and we need our potter to mold us, to shape us. And sometimes He allows the brokenness to stay for a while. And we can't see the big picture, but God can see the big picture. He's the potter, He's the author of our story. And so that leads me to this Chinese folk tale, but just how it all weaves in. That sometimes your broken pot you think is of no use. But as this Chinese folktale is told, after 2 years of this broken pot leaking water and feeling a failure, the master says, but no, you watered all the seeds that were along the path, and I had a beautiful walk all the way, the 30-minute walk or 2-hour walk or however long the walk was to get the water and back. The path is made beautiful because the broken pot watered the seedlings and the flowers all the way along the way. And the whole pot on the one side is brings all the water, which is great, but it's not watering the trees on that side. It's a very dry, it's nothing great to look on. So I think the moral of this folk tale, and also from a Christian perspective, is that God is at work. He sees the big picture. He can work through our brokenness, and a hole or a crack in a water vase cannot be fixed overnight, even though we want it to be fixed and sorted overnight. Sometimes it takes a long time, but even God uses our brokenness, and it's okay, and He will heal us and bring us to wholeness. And whether you're trying to help a person who feels broken or you're broken yourself, I think we just must all see it as a journey, and it takes time, and it's okay to take time, and it's we all hope together, and we see the beauty even in the brokenness until the journey is complete and one feels whole and healed again. I hope this blesses you. God bless you.